Hello, this is Warlord. We're going to take a quick look at a few issues that plague new users and some of us experienced users. One of them is going to be how to make your character go forward without foot sliding using can motions that have built-in forward motion. How to get past that loop back problem and things like that. It's much simpler than you probably think it is. Another thing we're going to do is take a look at taking a camera and attaching it to the character and have the character following it, both with movement of the character and with smoothness. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go over to Terrains, Mesh Medium, load the combat stage, go to Sky, pick out whichever one you want. I think Cloudy actually goes with the combat stage, or used to. Then let's move over here to characters. And let's double click and load in Zane. And what we're going to do is use the iClone 7 motions that came with Zane to move him forward without foot sliding and without any hassle or mess. Also going to attach a camera to it there at the end. Okay, now let's back up just a little bit and see if he's actually on the ground or not. Let's see here. And you can also use foot contact. It's just easier to go ahead and do that now. Okay, that way we make sure he's on the ground. And now let's just position him. I'm going to pull him back a little so we'll have some more room to work with. And then let's go over here and get ready to do our motions. Motion, we're under Male, iClone 7. And let's go ahead and hold idle. Let it play all the way out. Then let's go from there. There's a start. Let him walk forward. Then there's a loop. Now let's open up our timeline, because this is where things start getting to be a lot of fun. Normally in iClone, if we wanted him to go forward, we would just loop this. But when you have built-in motion, you'll find out he just loops back. Now, as you get experience, you can come in here and you can reset the pivot, and then you can move him forward. But if you don't do this in the right place, you get foot sliding like you see there. All kinds of issues happen. And it just makes it a little more difficult to do. So, the best way to do, especially when you're first starting, is let's come here and let's get right to the end. Just make sure a little bit past it. And we want this loop right here. So let's double click it. Let it play all the way forward. Double click it again. Let it play all the way forward. Keep doing this until you get him to where you want him to be. It's much easier to adjust other things than it is to try and adjust that walking motion until you learn more about iClone. And then once you're here at the end, you can go to the end motion. Now let's go back to the beginning. And let's come over here and let's create a camera. And you're always going to want to click on your subject. If nothing else, you can hit the home after you've got the subject or a piece of clothing or something attached to it as your center of focus. Set your camera where you want it. And then click on your camera tool. And you don't attach with the camera, you link. Pick parent. This can also be animated on the timeline. Now it's on the spine. Now you're going to notice something happens right away. See that movement? That's because we hooked it to a bone. And the bone is moving in that eye motion. Now he's moving down the street. And we're not getting exactly what we want. Well, in that case, if you don't want that kind of motion built in, then come up here to the bone root. And now he's going through his idle, and you notice we're smooth. And now you see there's no up and down camera motion. Another thing too, when you're putting two or more motions together, you use this little thing right here to blend those motions. If one goes too abruptly from one to the other. These motions were made to work together, so they blend in pretty nicely. Now we've got this camera done. Let's come down to about right here. It doesn't really matter where. We've got him attached. And let's swing around like this. Let's come back and see what happens. We're going through his idle motion. Camera's still attached to him, so it's following him. Still linked to him, I should say. Now it's going to swing back around. And we don't have to stop right there. We can come in to where it swings back around. Say go to wherever you want it to go, however far you want it to go. And then move up to your next camera position. Oops. The only reason that moved so fast was because I did not select him to rotate around. Always select your object to move your camera around. Now let's see what happens. Now you notice there's no foot sliding because we're not having to judge that distance. Foot sliding is time versus distance. Either way, if you get it wrong, the foot's going to slide across the surface. And now you're seeing how all this works together with just a few simple movements. Anyway, I'd gotten some email and a few other inquiries on YouTube concerning this, and also read something in the forum about having a camera follow it. So I thought I'd just throw this out there real quick. I hope it helps.